me seems to understand as others walk the avenue.
One, and here we go. Hello, everyone.
Go indeed.
Welcome to the My Immortal dramatic reading. This has been, I think we've been planning this since June. The alerts should be on now. Hopefully everything should be working, I think. But what is this hype train thing that you all is happening? I don't understand. Yes, Bob, it is a lot of windows. It is a lot of friends. But welcome, everybody.
Obviously.
We have
y'all.
You got the hype train going, but y'all, I have so many cheers ready for tonight, like at so many different levels. I'm just saying.
Get creative, friends.
Yeah, like, yep, they're perfect. Yep. And if it's a funny number, there's a good chance. I don't know how to start this. There's a good chance that there is probably a new alert at that sound. But hello, everybody. I'm Lady Dame. Welcome, cast. Welcome, everybody, to the My Immortal dramatic reading. I am your host. This is in honor of the 1-year anniversary of Smutty Saturday. We've been doing this nonsense for a whole damn fucking year, which is freaking wild. Who let me do this? And so in honor of that, this is the fic that kicked it all off. This is the fic that inspired Smutty Saturday. And so naturally, we had to do a full-on dramatic reading with a full cast. This is our cast for Friday. We have a few more people joining us tomorrow for part 2. This is part 1. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Except that same rules as apply for Smutty Saturday as apply for here, except that there's a lot of more content warnings on this fic than there usually are for Smutty Saturday, as there's definitely some stuff that I don't normally allow.
I have a question.
Yep.
Was that the Harry Potter theme as on a rubber chicken?
Yep, sure was. Sure as fuck was.
Okay, all right.
You're so sexy when you read.
No.
Okay.
One right after another. Okay.
My mom says I'm sick. I gotta go.
I'm so glad. Thank you for finding. I'm so glad Sheath found that one right off the bat. That one I was so pleased. I was so proud of. I had to do a lot of work to get that audio as a sound bit, by the way. There was a lot of like downloading and things. Anyway.
Dumbledore!
There's a few of those in there as well. Yeah, so clearly cheers do fun things. So there's a lot of content warnings for Smutty Saturday. My Immortal has a lot of trigger warnings and content warnings that I wouldn't normally include for Smutty Saturday that I make an exception for this fic and this fic alone. Because it's My Immortal and it is a truly classic piece of internet literature. Legendary, one might say, in fact. So you'll see that pop up in the timer with the content warnings. If you're interested in following along, there's also a link to the fiction in that. And if you want to see it again, My Immortal is the command for that. The cheers are there. If you want to see who is playing whom in the cast, _cast will get you that. So you can, because I don't have it scrolling on here because I only had so much time. There you go. That's for Friday's cast. I'll have a new one for tomorrow. And I think
Dumbledore!
I believe that's it that I have announcement-wise. I feel like I should go around and have everybody introduce themselves and maybe just say who you're going to be playing out loud before we actually get started. I think that's a good idea because there's a lot of faces. Many of them should be very familiar as they are regulars here, but we do have some new faces around, which I'm very excited about. Oh no, Gentle Butler doesn't have my emotes right now.
Oh, no.
I should fix that. at some point. Anyway, so as a reminder, hello, I am the host. I am your host, Lady Dame. I will be reading Narrator Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way, in this nonsense.
Yeah, we know.
So I believe that's the subscriber alert. It felt
is,
right.
yep.
It felt right, really. So Seth, say hi.
Get my shit together. This is awful. Hi, I'm Seth. I will be reading the part of Her Highness herself, Enemy Darkness, Dementia Raven Way.
Liz is next.
I'm Liz. I'm one of the regulars here, and I will be reading the author's notes this evening.
Rack?
Everyone, I'm Rack or Rake or Ricolai. I don't really have a preference. Today I will be reading the part of Professor Severus Snape.
Hee hee. Lexi.
I am Lexi. I will be playing your boy Draco Malfoy. Just Draco. It's fine.
Just Draco. That's cool.
Draco, it's cool.
Just Draco.
Shadow.
Hi, I'm Shadow, and I will be playing Tom Red and Lupin.
Which brings us to Bo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Harry Potter, aka Vampire.
Thank you. There it is. Let's see, Dink.
I am Dink, and I will be playing Ron Hargrid in Rumbridge.
Kappa.
Hello, my name is Kappa, and I'm playing the one, the only, the diabolical Voldemort.
Sergi.
With that.
Hi, my name's Chris. I'm new. I will be playing Hermione, and at times a shitty Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
Yes. Perfect. Derek.
Hi, I'm Derek Sword. I am playing Dumbledore, so you can refer to me as Dumblederick for this evening alone.
Are you just this evening, though? Really?
Let's talk money.
Okay.
And yeah.
Fair enough. And then Caitlin.
Hello, I am Caitlin. I am playing Willow, Cornelia Fudge, and Snaketail.
Alrighty. Shall we begin? We all ready for this nonsense? It's okay if you're not. We're going to start anyway.
I don't think we're
too bad.
Anybody's ready, honestly.
There was no preparation.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I think we mentioned earlier that probably at least half of us haven't actually read this before.
Thank you. I was told that the captions weren't scrolling. I fixed it. Everything's fine now.
It's going to be great.
Preparation? Who's she? I don't know her.
No idea.
Right? What's
That's an
preparation?
ointment, right? For your...
What? Oh, gosh.
So this is My Immortal, Part 1, Chapter 1.
Special fangs. Get it? Because I'm Gothic. To my GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tears 666, for helping me whiff the story
You're so
and
sexy
spelling.
when you read.
You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reach my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee.
If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here.
I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, Today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather mini skirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Hey, Ebony,
shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy.
What's up, Draco?
I asked.
Nothing,
he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away.
Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Chapter 2. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, preps, stop flaming my story, okay?
That's beautiful. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in kind of a messy bun. My friend
You're
Willow...
so sexy when you read.
Oh. My friend...
This is you.
woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black...
Exactly.
Yes, I kept that one. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with the black mini fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner.
OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday,
she said excitedly.
Yeah, so...
I said, blushing.
Do you like Draco?
She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall.
No, I so fucking don't!
I shouted.
Yeah, right,
she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Hi,
he said.
Hi.
I replied flirtily.
Guess what?
He said.
What?
I asked. Son of a monkey butt.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade,
he told me.
Oh my fucking God.
I screamed. I love GC. They're my favorite band besides MCR.
Well, do you want to go with me?
He asked. I gasped.
Chapter 3. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, BT dub, I don't own dis or the lyrics for Good Charlotte.
Oh yes. I remember what I did there. Perfect. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner.
A lot of cool boys wear it, okay?
Hi, Draco.
I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony.
He said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666 and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte.
You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands it to your mom. She sets you free into this life.
Sang Joel.
You're so sexy when you read.
I don't own the lyrics to that song.
Joel is so fucking hot.
I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad.
What's wrong?
I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on.
Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you.
I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively as he put his arms around me, all protective.
Really?
I said.
Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch.
I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest.
Chapter 4. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Enemy, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he's acting different. They knew each other before, okay?
Draco!
I shouted. Sorry. Off to a good start.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously.
What the fucking hell?
I asked angrily.
Ebony.
He asked.
What?
I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing colored
You're so
contacts.
sexy when you read.
Thanks. Which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly, I didn't feel bad anymore. Oh, my captions aren't working now. That's cool. Suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as Draco, kissed me passionately.
I can't go to Pigfart.
That timing, though.
The timing.
Draco climbed on oh, it's because I'm muted. There we go. Fixed it. Wrong one that I'm muted in. Stand by. It's important. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, he took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
Oh!
I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then...
What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
It was Dumbledore.
Chapter 5. Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews.
Thank you. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest!
He yelled furiously.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
Amazing. Asked Professor McGonagall.
How dare you?
Demanded Professor Snape, and then Draco shrieked.
Because I love her.
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine. Very well. You may go up to your rooms.
Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Draco asked me gently.
Yeah, I guess.
I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black, floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room.
Chapter 6. Shut up, preps, okay? P.S. I would not update until you give me good reviews.
The next
I can't go to pig farts.
Every time. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled all over my top.
Bastard!
I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into the pale, white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko.
I'm so sorry.
He said in a shy voice.
That's all right. What's your name?
I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
He grumbled.
Why?
I exclaimed.
Because I love the taste of human blood.
He giggled.
Sorry, the timing.
I know, it's so good.
Well, I am a vampire.
Really? Oh,
I confessed.
really?
He whimpered.
Yeah.
I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him.
Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. NBTW, I won't write the next chapter until I get 10 God Vons. Stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue. Okay, she's perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake.
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails and red nail polish.
See, does that sound like a Maru Sue to you?
Maru. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex.
See, is that stupid?
Oh, Draco! Draco!
I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody Gothic...
You're so sexy when you read.
Yup. On the bloody Gothic writing were the words, "Vampire." I was so angry.
You bastard!
I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, but you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much.
No, you fucking idiot.
I shouted.
You probably have AIDS anyway.
I put on my clothes all huffily and stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people.
Vampire Potter, you motherfucker!
I yelled.
Chapter 8. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep.
Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long, waist-length Gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she is converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him.
Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco!
I shouted at him. Everyone gasped.
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire, I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid, preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He'd gone through horrible problems and now he was a Gothic. Like I would hang out with the prep.
But I'm not with Draco anymore,
said Vampire.
Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard.
I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears.
Chapter 9. Equal sign. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, that's legit, yeah.
Yep.
Besides, I said he had a headache, and the reason Snap doesn't like Harry is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it wasn't obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort.
No!
I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted,
Imperious!
And I couldn't run away.
Crookshanks!
I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony,
He yelled.
thou must kill Vampire Potter. I said, thou must kill Vampire Potter.
Oh no.
I can't go to Pigfots.
Can I get an F in chat for all of us right now as we're dying? Thank you.
F's everywhere. Here you go. Take this.
Oh golly. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remember that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up?
No, Voldemort!
I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun.
No, please!
I begged.
Thou must.
He yelled.
If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know?
I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a, dude, you're so stupid look on his face.
I have telekinesis.
He answered cruelly. God damn it, I did this to myself.
And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco.
He shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods.
Draco!
I said.
Hi!
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
Are you okay?
I asked.
No.
He answered.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me.
I expelled.
That's okay.
He said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
Chapter 10. Stop it, you gay fags. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle. Effort Allen. She and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses. Okay.
I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The only other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it, and Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. Steak. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears.
Ebony, are you okay?
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice.
What the fuck do you think?
I asked angrily, and then I said,
Well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco.
I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
Why didn't you fucking tell me?
He shouted.
How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch.
See, is dat out of character?
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done?
He started to cry wisely.
See, Dad's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why.
Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Chapter 11. I said stop flaming, you preps. See if this chapter is srupid. Exclamation point 1111. It deals with really serious issues. See for yourself if it's stupid. Thanks to my friend Raven for clapping me. It's bad. It's bad.
So
Sorry.
bad.
Apologies.
It gets
No!
worse too. That's the fun part, is it gets worse. I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room, because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Mm-hmm.
Ew, you fucking perv, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what?
I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. I realized that everybody's videos got all a little fakakta, but it's a lot of work to fix all of them. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna roll with it.
I'm pretty sure it was my fault.
That's okay.
Abracadabra!
He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in.
Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No!
he shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said,
Everyone, we need to talk.
What do you know, Hagrid?
Dumbledore!
You're just a little Hogwarts student.
I may be a Hogwarts student.
Hagrid paused angrily.
But I am also a Satanist.
This cannot be.
Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
There must be other factors.
I can't go to pick farts.
Oh God, that was beautiful.
I'll just read it again.
Yep,
That's fine. You don't have any.
I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. Triumphantly. There we go.
The lens may not be ruined, but the tape is still there.
God damn it. I felt faint more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood.
Why are you doing this?
Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint.
Because
Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then he swooped in, singing the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
Because you're Gothic?
Snap asked, in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan.
Because I love her.
Chapter 12. Stop faying. Okay.
I can't
Hagrid
go
is
to pig farts.
Oh, Let's try that again. Chapter 12. Stop faying, okay? Hagrid is
I
a
can't
pedo
go
too.
to pig farts.
Y'all are really ruining my groove right now. Let's hold off for a sec here. Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap and Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay?
I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together.
No!
I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream.
OMFG! No! Stop!
Turn around in the dungeon!
Perfect timing.
Oh my God. I'm so happy right now. This is everything I ever wanted in my whole entire life, everybody. Thank you so much. Who? Where were we?
I can read my line.
Who even knows anymore?
Yes, please.
OMFG, no! My scar hurts!
And then his eyes rolled up. You could... Oh, yes. I don't think this has come through yet. We're just going to appreciate this for a second.
Was that Graham?
Yeah.
This feels like a grand thing to do.
I can't go to Pigfox.
Oh,
no. Sweet Jesus.
Just gonna dissociate real quick.
Yep, that's fine.
Me too.
On your knees.
Oh, I forgot that one stayed.
Sweet
And
Jesus.
I'm right back.
Okay.
A classic.
Lord help me.
You ever have your own voice?
Tonight, singing our song all day long at Hogwarts.
Oh, you found
the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
I can't go to Pigfox.
I'm so glad you found the 420-bit tier.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Oh.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
Thank you. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped.
How did you know?
I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt.
No!
I shouted. Oh, no. Yeah. No, I ran up closer. There we go. Sorry.
I thought you didn't have a scar anymore.
I shouted.
I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation.
He said back.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision. What was happening to Draco? Voldemort has him bondage.
Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my split wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore, let's see if I got this right. Yeah, there we go. We're getting there. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses.
Ebony, I need to tell you something.
He said in a serious voice, giving me the roses.
Fuck off.
I told him.
You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you.
I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me for being gothic, sorry.
No, Ebony. Ebony.
Hagrid says.
Those are not roses.
What? Are they goths too, you poser prep?
I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses.
I saved your life.
He yelled angrily. There we go. I fixed it.
No, you didn't.
I replied. Okay, sorry.
You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin.
Who masturbated?
See, that is spelled wrong.
It is spelled wrong. Yeah. Hagrid, that's you.
Do it.
There we go. He added silently.
Whatever.
I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses.
These aren't roses.
He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
That's not a spell. That's an MCR song.
I corrected him wisely.
I know. I was just warming up my vocal cords.
Then he screamed.
Picturesque Marigomi Cremensili Rumatio.
All you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl.
Emo Noto Okeo.
And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep.
Okay, I believe you. Now, WTF is Draco.
Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing.
You see, Enobi,
Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame.
to see wit is in the flames.
Ha ha, you reviewers. Flames. Get it?
You must friend yourself with Kate?
I have found myself okay, you mean old man.
Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed.
You are a liar, Dumbledore.
Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joel Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring.
Don't know who she is. You're a prep, so fuck off.
And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
You look kawaii, girl.
Bloody Mary said sadly.
Thanks.
Get it?
You do too. Oh, sorry. That's you. Sorry, Sad.
It's okay.
Honestly.
You do too.
I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slipped both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff.
Hi.
He said in a depressed way.
Hi, back.
I said in a walkily said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had a beautiful red gothic eye so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. You're muted, darling.
Professor McGonagall?
It's McGonagall. You're muted.
For me, I don't know why.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Google broke. That's fantastic.
Oh
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you
Putting
now.
your line in chat.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you. We jumped on each other and started screwing each other.
Your line is in Zoom chat.
Stop it now, you horny simpletons.
Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else.
Vampire, you fucker!
I said, slapping him.
Stop trying to screw me. You know I loved Draco.
I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream.
Oh my fucking god, no! My scar hurts! Yes.
And then his eyes rolled
On
up.
your knees.
And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites.
No!
I ran up closer.
Sorry, I forgot about this part.
Yep.
I thought you didn't have a scar anymore.
I shouted.
I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. He said back.
Thank you.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage.
Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. WTF,
You're so sexy when you read.
No. To Rit Dis, exclamation point, 111111111.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater I? Chapter 13.
I think before we continue, I know we had like that big long pause when I was dealing with internet, but I think now would be a good time to take a quick like 10-minute break so that my wonderful, fabulous people can get up, you do bios, get water, all of that. And since we're speeding along pretty well, actually, I was worried that this was going to take a long time, but I'm actually feeling pretty good about this.
We're speed readers.
Luckily, there's not much substance to this.
Not really.
Speed readers.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
We're getting all the pizzas at Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. That
Hydrate
unlocked a
before
core
you
memory.
gyrate, friends.
Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn, pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me.
Hello, and we are back, everybody.
Welcome back, friends.
We were just also, I feel like I should mention that right before we came back, we were all like talking about the amazing era of Abrea Iyengar. So, you know, that's how.
Oh, Seth is prepping. Love that.
Oh, good. I have.
Are we drinking?
We're drinking blood, obviously, clearly.
Obviously.
This is just like AB negative, so it's like lighter.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I think mine is like O positive. It's got those like tannins that you expect from that.
If it's like positive, that's so not gothic.
You're prep.
Oh shit.
Oh dang.
Right. Oh no, I'm gonna have to toss this whole glass away.
I got my blood from O negative because they're the selfless ones, you know, like they're the selfless ones. I'll just give blood to everyone.
Whoa, you're like
Mine's got no in it. Also a couple H's, but you know.
I still need a couple dashes of bitters in mine though. Just, you know, add some spice.
Bit gothic.
You don't like just drink A positive? I mean, it's the highest graded. It's an A plus.
Like it understood the assignment and it fucking passed. Not cool.
A
It
pluses
passed.
are for nerds. That's not very gothic.
Settle for a B negative like the rest of us.
My literal blood type. Wow, I see how it is.
Am I the only one that doesn't know their blood type? Like,
I have no idea.
Okay, good.
That's between. Yeah, that's between God and my doctor. I don't.
Bond as friends and share our blood types. This is a normal thing for people to do.
The only reason I know what mine is because I gave blood once in high school, and every single year, Carter Blood Drive sends me notifications saying, "Hey, we need your blood." I'm like, "Okay, vampires."
Okay, vampires. Thanks.
We need your blood. It's very tasty.
If you have O blood, you know, because they will not stop calling you if you have O blood.
See, I'm not allowed to donate because I had gay sex like 2 years ago. and therefore
That'll
they're
do it.
like, "Fuck no."
No. There's
They're
a
like,
national
"Gay?
shortage, but we're
What?"
not, we're
But
not that
no.
desperate.
Yeah, that's a great, like, love that reasoning.
Beautiful.
So great.
Love that for us.
Yep.
Just the best.
So are we ready?
Oh, yeah, let's
No.
fucking go.
Nope.
Let's go, guys.
No, we're not
Absolutely
ready.
not.
No,
All
we're
right,
so
well,
not ready.
Buckle up, buttercups, because chapter 13.
Dun, dun, dun.
Raven, thanks for gilping me, agent. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is a fucking sex bomb. Preps, stop flamaging.
Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared.
Dumbledore. Dumbledore.
We both yelled. Dumbledore came there.
What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs?
He asked angrily.
Voldemort has Draco.
We shouted at the same time. Actually, that, I have to say, that was very
That
impressive.
was really good.
Like, that was way more on time with each other than I was anticipating, and I'm very proud of both of you.
More, me too, honestly.
He laughed in an evil voice.
No,
don't. We need to save Draco.
You know, I should have waited to say that after. We begged.
No,
He said meanly.
I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony.
He said while he frowned, looking at me.
Besides, I never liked him that much anyway.
Then he walked away. Vampire started crying.
Draco.
He moaned.
I can't go to Pigfarts.
Don't you thick gay guys are like so hot.
It's okay.
I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm.
I had an idea.
He exclaimed.
What?
Hold on 1 minute. Hey, Google. You know what? You can fine. I will do it on my
Google.
phone. Hey,
Useless.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
oh yeah, they got redeemed.
Who redeemed Tentacle Fingers?
I think that was Mitch.
That would be
Mitch.
Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for
Hey,
that.
Google set
Thank you
timer
those
for
tentacle
5
figures.
minutes. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the other Google.
There are so many Googles.
I know.
LD,
It's
so many.
So many. Okay, hold on. Snapwatch. Nope.
That is pronounced tender cleese.
It is. Hold on. Where's that sound alert? I have that.
See, when you say it like that, it sounds like a Greek hero, you know?
It does.
That
it really
yes.
does.
It really does.
That's the whole point.
That is the point. In fact.
Leaped into battle.
There's Achilles, and then there's Tendercleese.
That is
Achilles,
pronounced
Hercules,
Tendercleese.
A lot of use.
Strangely, they have the same weakness.
Their butthole?
Sure.
Oh no, I gotta go.
Okay.
My mom said I have to go home.
My mom said I'm
Goodbye.
sick. I gotta go.
These are the
My
tentacle
mom said I was too
fingers.
much of a
And they're
prep. I
very.
gotta go. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I tried. Where was I? Oh yeah, yep.
I had an idea.
He exclaimed.
What?
I asked him.
You'll say.
He said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out, and just as we heard a croon voice say,
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, I was muted. Alakadabra?
it was Voldemort.
Chapter 14. Fuck off, preps, okay? Thanks, Raven, for helping, Agent. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 good reviews.
Will you please read our warning?
Yes, sorry.
That's okay.
Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Viewer expression advised. Sorry.
We should have taken a break there.
I know. It's true. I'm sorry. My apologies. Excuse me.
We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail.
Rid my sight, you despicable preps!
He shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Then suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes.
Yeah, I love you. Will you have sex with me?
He said.
In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay?
Huh?
I asked.
Enemy, I love you. Will you have sex with me?
Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely.
What the fuck? You torture my BF and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard.
I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain.
No!
It's the drama I'm here for. He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly.
Snaketail, what art thou doing?
Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There, I started crying.
What's wrong, honey?
Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack.
Get it? Because he's so sexy.
And a really huge you-know-what and everything.
It's so unfair.
I yielded.
Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything?
Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts.
Answered Draco.
Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like, Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. And now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't have Satan made me less beautiful?
Man, mood.
Obviously.
I shouted angrily.
And don't worry, Enobi isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty.
I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse.
I shouted and then I ran away.
Man, life is so hard for Enobi.
It's rough, y'all.
Fetch my fainting coach.
Chapter 15. Stop flamin', okay? BTW, you suck from no on. Every time someone flames me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to Raven for helping.
Ebony! Ebony!
Shouted Draco sadly.
No, please come back.
But I was too mad.
Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with vampire.
I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank all the blood, all depressed.
In the dungeon! Turn around in the dungeon!
I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I put on a short-ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped, and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Draco.
Enemy, I love you!
He shouted sadly.
I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you.
Then he started to sing the Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. That's okay, you don't have to.
I was like, oop.
Don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are, get the fuck out on her! ! Period.
OMFG.
I said after he was finished. Some fucking preps stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers. They were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dracos now at them.
I love you,
I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff.
I fucking hate that bitch.
And CMM in A Cinderella Story. So gothic. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together.
Chapter 16. You know what? Sut up, okay? Prove to me you are not preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bish. Gimme back my fucking sweeter, supposed to writ dis. Raven, WTF, you bish, you're supposed to do this. BT dub. Thanks to Brittany 5655 for touching my Japanese! !
I'm assuming this is the point where the author got into anime.
Yep.
This is the worst part for me.
It gets so bad. I'm so sorry. I should have included that in the content warning, and I apologize that I didn't. Because it's really bad.
It's so bad.
We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so, and I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress.
Dumbledore!
And I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was
Voldemort singing our song all day long at Hogwarts.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah!
Voldemort, Voldemort, ooh, Voldemort.
It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers.
WTF, Draco, I'm not going to a concert, why do you?
I shouted angrily.
Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them.
What?
Because we,
He gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about you know what.
Yeah, because we.
I yielded in an angry voice.
We won't do that again.
Draco promised.
This time, we're going with an escort.
OMFGWTF. Are you giving into the mainstream?
I asked.
So I guess you're a Prep or a Christina or what now?
No.
He muttered loudly.
Are you becoming a Prep or what?
I shooted angrily.
Enemy, I'm not. Please come with me.
He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me.
No singing.
No
No singing. No singing.
Totally fair.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay, then I guess I will have to.
I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, do you remember she take, girl? Sorry, Kappa.
She said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese.
BTW, Willow, that fucking poser got expelled. She failed at all her classes, and she skipped math.
Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you.
It serves that fucking bitch right.
I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Xmas.
Maybe Willow will die too.
I said.
Kawaii.
Bloody Mare shook her head energetically.
Oh, yeah. Oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac.
I'm sorry.
Kawaii.
I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie.
Oh, hey, BTW. I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR.
I said.
I need to wear, like, the hot set outfit, Eva.
Bloody Mary nodded energetically.
OMFG. Totally, let's go shopping.
In Hot Topic, right?
I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty cardy.
No.
My head snaped up.
What?
My head spun. I could not believe it.
Bloody Mary, are you a Prep?
No. No.
She laughed.
I found some cool Gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all.
Who told you about them?
I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that nam to me. Or me.
Dumbledore.
She said.
Just let me call her Brahms.
OMFFG Dumbledore?
I asked quietly.
Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk.
She told me.
Come on, let's go.
We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG harder than Gerard, except not because that's impossible. And he gave me a few dresses. Sorry, this is Tom Ridd talking, by the way. I forgot to split this one up.
We only have these for the real goths.
The real
goths?
Me and Bloody Mary asked.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many poses there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a Gothic camera pouch.
He shook his head.
I didn't even know they had a camera.
OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again.
I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and a very low cut with a huge slit.
Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit,
the salesperson said.
Yeah, it looks totally hot,
said Bloody Mary.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. You free, because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight?
He asked.
Yeah, I am, actually.
I looked back at him.
Hey, BTW, my name's Ebdoni Darkness Dementia Tear Away. What's yours?
Tom Ridd,
he said and ran a hand through his black dyed hair.
Maybe I'll see you there tonight.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I am going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv.
I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom looking worried.
OMFG, Ebony! You need to get back into the castle now!
Chapter 17. I said, stop flaming, destroy you. If you're a prep and not read it, you can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fook lots of F's. PZ, Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise to give you back your poster.
We need to find this quiz.
Yeah.
We really do.
I think each of us should take it.
Mm-hmm.
It's buried on someone's MySpace page.
I'm sure if somebody ever finds the quiz, by all means, I forget to look for it in between these readings, but someday I'm sure somebody knows where it is or has found an appropriate.
Found it.
Wait, really?
Damn.
You're kidding.
That was
No.
fast.
Are you serious?
I literally, all I did was look up My Immortal quiz.
Thank you. Go ahead and post it in the Zoom chat, and then if one of my mods wants to post it, and there we go. Oh, that worked.
Kayla already found
Damn.
Kayla got it.
Like quickness.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
The adventure was
Definitely
surprisingly
takes
short.
so much money.
Oh, that starts off with a great okay.
Yeah. And if somebody also wants to post it in the Discord, that would be also fantastic, because I will do it later.
Do you want it in general smut or do you want it in general?
General Smut. Also, by the way, friends, I do have a Discord if you want to come hang out. Mostly it's most of the time we just post smutty art related to the terrible fanfiction that we read. It's a great time. Occasionally I plan charity one-shots as well, but it's been a minute, so mostly it's just smut. Let's see, where were we? Oh, me. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hargard kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts.
WTF, Hargrid?
I shouted angrily.
Fuck off, you fucking bastard!
Well, anyway, Willow came. Hargard went away angrily.
Hey, bitch, you look kawaii.
She said.
Yeah, but not as kawaii as you.
I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and a black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic.
So, are you going to the concert with Draco?
She asked.
Yeah,
I said happily.
I'm gone with Diablo.
She answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell that they thought we were OT too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons off makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Bloody Merritt was going to the concert with Dracula. Dracula used to be called Naval, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Naval converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercy Benz. Get it? 'Cause we're gothic. That his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in his pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny, and I can't read because somebody's highlighting. And he had an amazing ethnic voice. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers.
You moronic idiots.
He shooted angstily.
Enemy, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco.
No.
No,
please.
Thank you. We begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shouted a spell, and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore.
I really wish it said Skater Boy instead of Dumbledore. Continue.
Dumbledore!
Oh, God. Amazing.
Perfection.
So good.
Missed opportunity for the Skater Boy.
Dumbledore!
I was just overcompensating.
Chapter 18. I said stop flamming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. You are not a prep. Thanks for my suitor. P.S. The other Eason Dumbledore swore is because he trying to be gothic. So dare.
Oh, no. Hold on, should I switch to the floppy tentacle fingers this time? I feel like it's time.
Always the floppy ones.
Yeah. Hold on. These ones take longer to put on.
I mean, the age-old saying, the floppier the better.
It's true.
I have heard that. Yes.
Is that what they say?
That's exactly what they said.
They do say that.
For thousands of years. It's
Thousands.
All
Wow.
day.
Thousands of
Canon.
years.
Air
Okay.
wisdom.
Translated from the ancient Sanskrit.
Ah, yes.
I think I'm gonna have to look that one up.
The sacred
you wouldn't know.
texts say.
The sacred texts, indeed.
Yeah.
These are the. I'm losing one already.
We
These
are
are the.
reading the sacred texts.
These are the floppy tentacle fingers as opposed to the stiff flap tentacle fingers.
I mean, I'm not opposed to a stiff tentacle either, you know?
It depends on the day, you know?
Exactly.
You know, the more the merrier.
It's like an order at a weird bar.
Bartender, give me a stiff tentacle.
I looked over at
Stiff
Lily's camera and it
tentacle
was
on the
like
rocks.
head in hands while the sound effect was going on. I thought you were making a sound.
My sound effects are not that skilled. Sorry.
I feel like you could do it. I believe in you. You believe in yourself.
I mean, literally, it was somebody who made that. Yeah.
Hey, I did a pretty good job, I think.
Like that. If I remember correctly, that's just Anik.
That is
That
just
is
a
a
neek.
neek.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
neek.
just
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my god.
Wait, that's a neek?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
did not know that.
oh yeah, that's a neek zombie voice. If y'all need a like horror DM / player / just horror noisemaker, Anik is your person really. If you can.
General noisemaker.
It's yeah. Even when she's not DMing something that's scary, she's still terrifying.
That's true. Just in general.
Yeah. She's also the official artist for Smutty Saturday. This is a little early for her time zone, unfortunately. That's the only thing about doing Smutty Saturday slightly earlier. Less artwork from our official artist. All right. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick, and a black really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic. Oh no.
Turn around in the dungeon!
We're gonna take a pause real quick.
In the dungeon!
Thank you, Dave.
Turn around in the dungeon! In the dungeon! Turn around in the dungeon!
Didn't realize that it was gonna go off 5 times.
I did. Well, I wasn't
so-
expecting like multiple subs at once. So many trolls.
Turn around in the dungeon!
I think that's the last one. Okay.
We need a bigger dungeon.
You ought to know.
Me.
A bigger dungeon, you say?
Yeah, we really need a bigger dungeon, I think.
I think everyone needs a bigger dungeon, really.
Everyone
You
needs
right.
a bigger dungeon.
Yeah.
Or do we need smaller trolls?
Posture check.
Yeah, I was wearing a skull.
You're so sexy when you read.
Oh.
Mm.
The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms.
Obviously.
Mine was black and broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR boom. We went back to our rooms and we had You Know What to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you could see there was a pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys.
WTF!
Exactly. I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Shry-Loot t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi.
Those guys are all so fucking hot.
No! Navel was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black.
Dumbledore?
We all gasped.
WTF?
I shouted angrily.
I thought he was just wearing that to, what happened to my window? To scare Voldemort.
Hello, everyone.
He said happily.
As you can see, I gave the room a makeover.
On your knees.
What do you think about it?
I promise both of them are here at that tier. The ones that are normally at that tier are both still there. It appropriately is on your knees today. Just saying.
On your knees.
I'm fairly certain. We'll find out. Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was! Exclamation mark 1.
BTW, you can call me Albert.
He called as we left to our classes.
What a fucking poser.
Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way.
Hey, like Gerard.
But I didn't say anything.
I bet he's having a midlife crisis.
Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry.
Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous. Okay? Exclamation point. 1. From knock on I'm gong to dealt your men reviews. Exclamation point. 1. BT dub Evanid a poor blood, so dare! Exclamation point. 1. Fangs to Raven form the help! Exclamation point. 1.
Beautifully done. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, the MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad and started crying all hot and angsty.
Burnt sensitive by guys. So hot.
No one fucking understands me. 1.
He shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. He was wearing a He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. Kitty?
Get it? Instead of tie, 'cause I'm gothic.
Sorry, I said Borkin Dreams, and all I can think of is like
the dog.
Dogs walking in a street.
Oh, I was thinking Swedish Chef actually, but yeah, that works too.
Oh my god.
Both now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Swedish dogs.
Swedish dog stuff.
I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black leather mini, black high-held boots, and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under.
Email me if you want to see the pic.
Accuse me? What about me?
I growled.
But
He grunted.
You fucking bastard!
I moaned.
no, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like.
He shouted, but it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily, crying. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys.
That's an unfortunate one.
Raven, that is so our video.
I think you mean best one. That's the best one. I took out a cigarette end and started to smoke pot. Suddenly, Hargrid came. He appurated.
You gave me a fucking shock.
I shouted angrily, dropping my pot.
WTF do you think you're doing in the girls' room?
Only it wasn't just Hargrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore.
Hey, I need to ask you a question.
He said, pulling out his black wannabe Gothic purse.
What are you wearing to the concert?
You know who MCR are?
I gasped.
No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to.
He said.
Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you.
Wow. This has been a ride. I'm really loving this so far. Okay. Chapter 20. I said, do not occur what you think. Stoff planen okay preps! Exclamation point 1. Thanks to Raven for the help! Exclamation point 1. Oh yeah, BT dub. I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates.
All day, I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black Gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again, since Volksamort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying to on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly, I hopped inside. It was Draco, so we could do it again.
What the fucking hell are you doing?
I shouted angrily. It was Lupin.
Are you gonna come rape me or what?
I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo.
No, actually.
Get it? Hell.
Can I please borrow some condoms?
He growled angrily.
Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh?
I shouted sarcastically.
Fucker.
He said, gong away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching one.
Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot.
They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps.
ETW. Snake is moved to Gryffindor now.
WTF, is that why you wanted condoms?
I asked sadistically.
See, I spelled that.
Only you wouldn't give them to me.
Lumpkin shouted angrily.
Well, you should have told me.
I replayed.
You dimwit.
Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a picture of them. You could see that they were naked and everything.
Well, excuse me.
They both shouted angrily.
What was that all about?
It was to blackmail you.
I snarked.
So now, next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards.
I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot.
WTF, where'd Draco?
I asked him.
Oh, he's been a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come.
Vampire said, shaking his head.
You want to come with me to the concert?
Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dogfather, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Enobi on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm.
Is that what that sounds like? Interesting. I'm sorry.
Now everyone knows.
The Dogfather is too perfect to not be. It's like not wrong, not right, but also not wrong.
It's very good.
Pretty close.
Listen, it's a good joke.
Surprisingly clever if it was on purpose.
It's like, is she dyslexic? No. Maybe? Oh,
surprisingly
insightful. So much.
I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner.
What's the worst thing I can say?
I forgot the lyric.
Things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long, not good night.
Sorry, I've got to be quiet. It's really late.
Chapter 21. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bish Ravern. Cause it fuck you preps. Exclamation point 1. Whoops! Saws Raven, fangs for da help. BT dub, Transylvania rocks herad! Exclamation point 1. I even got to go to the castle where Dracola was filmed.
Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying in the common room.
Draco, are you okay?
I asked in a gothic voice.
No, I'm not, you fucking bitch.
He shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide.
Okay, Enobi.
Said Vampire comfortably.
I'll make him feel better.
You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you?
I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too.
Draco, please come.
He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys.
If you're a homophone.
Get in.
Homophones can fuck off.
Fuck homophones. All my homies hate homophones.
My new Twitter bio.
Homophones, fuck off.
Not allowed.
Are we all putting it in our Twitter bios now?
Oh, fuck yeah. Do it right now.
Homophones, fuck
Bet
off.
you won't.
Hashtag fuck off homophones.
Yep. If you're a homophone, then fuck off.
Ooh.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good.
That's what broke us.
Yes.
Homophone. Oh, and then. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with the flashlight in his hand.
Who's there?
He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly.
Is anyone there?
Yelled Mr. Norris.
No. Fuck you, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch.
Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way.
Excuse me? Excuse me, who said that?
Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow.
Filth, is there anyone under the cloak?
He asked. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. What
the?
He yelled, but it was too late because now we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrist outside of the school.
Draco!
I cried.
Are you okay?
I guess so.
Draco wept. We went back to our coffins Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fug and the Mystery of Magic walked into the school.
Chapter 22. STFU. Preps, stop flamin', okay? If you do not like it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? Exclamation point. 1. You suck! Exclamation point. 1. No, just kidding, Raven. You folkying rock. Preps suck! Exclamation point. 1.
Yep. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked just like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight, black, poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed off all her clearage, with a white apron that said bish and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like the one dress I had seen Amy Leigh wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before, too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism.
OMFG!
I yielded as I jumped up.
Why the fuck are you all here?
Enemy, something is really fucked up.
Draco said.
Okay, but I need to put on my fucking clothes first.
I shouted angrily.
It's all right. We have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful.
Draco said in a sexy voice.
Oh, all right.
I said, smiling.
But you have to tell me why you're being all erective.
I will.
He said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the great hall and looked in from a widow. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hillary Duff t-shirt. So we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the great hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too.
This cannot be.
No!
Yes.
I love you.
Yes.
No.
Oh my god.
There goes LD.
I think I broke
She's
it.
gone.
Broke her.
Oh, no.
Wow. There it is.
Everything I could have ever wanted from this moment and more.
We were LD, you almost made it to the end there.
True.
First homophones, now this. There's just
Oh.
it's so close.
She shouted angrily.
Oh god.
The school must be closed.
The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students.
The Bark Lord.
Rough. A woof.
Yelled Cornelia Fudge.
You are not fit to be the principal any longer.
Yelled Rumbridge.
You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students.
Very well.
Dumbledore said angrily.
But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is Enemy Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. And that, friends.
Congratulations, team. Good job, y'all.
Wow. It was so, I almost made it.
You were so
almost made
close.
it.
Wow.
Oh, golly.
I feel like I've aged 50 years.
Fucking Roz coming in at the
Are
very
you
end.
kidding?
there.
I feel like I'm 13.
Not
What are you
expecting
talking
a
about?
Roz.
Think you nailed it.
Let alone
It was
a perfect
beautiful.
Roz.
I told you I was ready for Rumbridge.
You nailed it.
It's a perfect
nailed it,
Roz
friend.
impression. It's not just a Roz impression. Like you.
It's beautiful.
Roz impression.
A work
Beautiful.
God damn.
Oh,
Oh, golly,
Oh,
she
my
really
God.
hurt.
Homophones came out of the woodwork.
well, I guess they're coming out of something.
Homophones
so good
can
for them.
fuck off.
Oh my
Homophones
God.
can
Wow.
fuck off homophones.
Oh,
We did it.
everything hurts.
Yeah.
Everything.
I am,
All of it.
oh, golly.
Yeah.
Golly, Chara.
Golly,
I need that card.
I'm pretty
file
sure
a
I'm
claim.
gonna have a six-pack after this from laughing.
That's
so
what I'm
hard.
saying.
Yeah,
Like
like
I would have
sore.
short abs. I've burned so many calories.
Is a sex pack. It's in the.
Oh, you're right.
sex pack.
I'm so sorry. It's
Get
a
it?
sex pack. You're right.
So sex
Get
off.
it?
Because it's so sexy.
So sex off.
Oh my gosh.
Who needs a diet when you have My Immortal?
Right, exactly. And now I'm gonna have to I will be going through and even with the cut, I'll probably try and make a video out of the whole thing and cut together as much as I can so that we have a full clip of this to post to YouTube, because this is
Are you going to make out actively or passively?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make out passively, obviously.
Asking
You
the
do it
real
keenly.
questions. Keenly is what I was looking for.
Yeah. So as a reminder, friends, this is the only part 1 of My Immortal. Oh, there's
Tomorrow.
more. And
Join us tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific, same bat time. And this time we have a couple
Same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Same bad shit.
And we have some new friends joining us tomorrow too. So this is gonna be great. That is going to be it's chapters 22 through 44. It's gonna be great. There's even more people.
44.
It gets worse.
I feel like that's a homework assignment.
It gets
good part.
worse.
This was the coherent part.
Yeah. Well, if you have never experienced My Immortal before, you think this is bad? It gets so much worse. So much worse. It's amazing. And I can't wait to share all of that with you tomorrow night. But since we have reached the end of this evening, I want all of my wonderful, amazing readers and cast members and dear, sweet, wonderful friends who are all very talented and ridiculous people to tell us who you are, where we can find you.
Dumbledore!
That time.
Accurate. That's it. Roll credits.
Where all of the stuff that if you've got anything fun and exciting coming up, let us know what that is. Some of you have commands in the chat, some of you don't, but we'll try and post at least Twitter links for all of you as we go through. If you're not already following these amazing, fantastic people, you should absolutely do that, because they're all incredible content creators in various parts of this weird internet. So let's start with we'll start with the two who are going to be not with us tomorrow night. Let's start with Caitlin down at the bottom. We're sort of going reverse order of how we started this nonsense.
Hello, my name is Caitlin. I go by a theater file pretty much everywhere on the internet. The best place to follow me to keep up to date with what I am doing is Twitter at a theater file. I'm also a variety streamer. I stream primarily vintage and retro games. Currently, I'm streaming Final Fantasy VII on Wednesday nights and Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on Sunday afternoons, neither of which I've ever played before. So that is fun times. I also do tabletop RPG content. I'm on Shifting Echoes over on Go to Hawking's channel every other Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific. We have an episode on this Sunday, which will be super exciting and fun. I'm also hosting a game on my channel on the 20th that is raising money for Extra Life and very loosely based off of Squid Game. So we're going to have about 4 or 5 characters each, and we're going to murder each other for charity, and it's going to be a good time. A few of the other folks on this stream are going to be there as well. It should be super fun. But yeah, Twitter is the best place to check out what I'm doing, where I'm doing, and when I'm doing it. Yeah.
Derek, you're up next.
Hi, everybody. I am Derek Sword. I was Dumbledore. A lot of my projects are on hold right now as I am planning a move, but I'm in a couple of TTRPGs, and you can find those in my pinned tweet on Twitter, dsword16. The one project I want to promote is Monster Crush, because this is the best place for it. Monster Crush is a podcast I do with my best friend Heavenly, where we talk about different just cryptids, creatures, and miscellaneous abominations. We talk about like their history and how cool they are, and also like how sexy they are, and we talk about their butts. So if you like monsters and learning about them and also like giving them smooches, check out Monster Crush wherever podcasts are found. Yeah, I think that's everything for now. So I will give I'll give a freebie. You're such a good girl. There you go. So you can have that one for free.
No.
Which brings us, and also, so there's the Venn diagram between people who are interested in Smutty Saturday and the people who would love Monster Crush is basically a circle. So yeah, the content works really well together. Someday we'll actually do, I've had Derek on here. Someday I'll be on Monster Crush. It will happen.
I've said things about Nessie that bar me from public office.
Yes, it's true. It's okay. I've gone down the werewolf problem so many times now at this point. All right. Brings us to our wonderful Chris Sergi.
Sorry, you caught me right as I was about to sneeze.
Proud of you. Yep. I'm really talented that way.
Bless you.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I don't do that much right now. I'm on a streaming hiatus, but when I'm not streaming, I'm on twitch.tv/SergiComposition, where I make music and stuff. And I also have a podcast called Clearfield, which LD has been on. And there is at least one other person on today who is on our casting list who will come up at some point. But yeah, it's an interactive horror show. So you get to devote where the story goes, like one of the old Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventures books, plus X-Files, basically. So yeah, that's me.
That takes us to Kappa.
Hello. My name is Kappa. I'll be quick. You can follow me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris. You can also find me on Wednesdays on Kevin Kudo's channel, playing Revenge of the Crit 5e game, set in the Star Wars universe in between episodes 2 and 3. You can also find me on Roads Uncharted, the first actual play podcast set in the Genesis system with Dax, with Thorny Dryad. Right now we're in between season 2 and 3, but we still have content coming out. I think episode 2 of our mini series with HTT Paladin, where we play D&D 5e within the Genesis system. So if you like inceptioning your games, go tune in. You're only one episode behind on that. But that's about that's it. And that I want to plug at the Kappa Chris on Twitter is probably the best place we can find more updates. I had a blast. That was fun.
Dink.
Hello. No, I'm kidding. Hi, I'm Dink. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Dink and Sink. For those of you that are Good Mythical Morning fans, you can get the reference there. But lately, I haven't been streaming too much, but I am starting to do a regular art stream on Monday nights when I can. We're doing paint by numbers right now on my channel. And we are also starting our first playthrough in Dragon Age Inquisition. So that will be Thursday nights.
Junie.
Hello. I'm Junie. You can find me on the internet pretty much everywhere as at Stellar Empress. I am not doing a lot right now because I'm a full-time grad student and I'm extremely tired. But most of the time, I do TTRPG streams and podcasts with Off the Table. We're on hiatus right now, but we will be coming back soon. And in particular, one podcast we are very proud of is Of Black Glass, which should be coming back soon for its remaining arcs. LD and I have been doing that one together, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it. Outside of that, I make dice boxes over at Ember Hive, and I am a sensitivity reader. A little bit of everything. And Dink, if you won't do the voice, I will. Keep watching. Always.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
I just had to show off. This is one of the beautiful dice boxes, and it's
Still so proud of that.
If you follow, I think it's in the link tree because it's Junie's work is beautiful. So also just
Gotcha.
Junie is beautiful. So, there's that. One too many S's. Oh no. Oh, yes. Perfect. Here, I only mods. So while we post up the new link, let's switch it over to Bo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bo. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me over on Twitter at Dorky Teacher. You can also find me on Twitch at just Dorky Teacher because Dorky Teacher was taken. But on that channel, you can find me playing all sorts of games. Currently, we are jumping into Batman Arkham City on Tuesday. We have a Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough that we're going through on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I play games with friends, Bright Dystopia, The Simulacre, and Slumber Jane. Currently, we're going through Borderlands 2. Every other Saturday, you can find me over on the Polished Cryptids channel, where we are playing Into the Flame. No, that's the wrong game. That game's done. High Seas Hijinks, where I play the lovely Bream, Silverfin, Merfolk, Thembo Ranger. So you can find me over there. They're very wholesome and I love them dearly. Very soon, you can find me over on Media Flare's channel for an isekai game of D&D 5th edition, where I'll be playing myself, trapped in a D&D game. So keep an eye on my Twitter for that. And yeah, this was a blast. I laughed so much. My cheeks hurt so much.
Let's see. We're at Shadow.
Hello, everybody. I am Shadow. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on the Twitch at Shadow Sylvia and on Twitter at Shadow Book Cat. I do a bunch of things, play games, I paint watercolor art, and on Twitter I post pictures of my cat. So it's a really great time. There are several other charity things that I'm doing, specifically tomorrow over on the Free Forge channel at 11 a.m. Central. Time zones are hard, but I'll be there playing golf with friends. We have some crazy incentives. It's gonna be a great time. A couple other charity events, but also you will find me on Media Flare's channel in the same campaign, playing myself, trapped in a D&D campaign. Oh my gosh, it's great. So that's pretty much everything I have coming up. This was a blast. I am so honored to be here with all these amazing people who do amazing things and amazing voices and make me laugh so hard. I love it.
Lexi.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I'm Lexi. You can find me at Black Girl Mage on Twitter. You can also find me at Black Girl Mage on Twitch. I am a writer, DM, GM, musician, and opinion haver over at twitter.com. I am currently on Shifting Echoes with a few of the peeps here. It's a really fun game that happens every other Sunday. So that'll be this Sunday and then, every other Sunday after that. I have a podcast that just came out. I don't know. I'm going to plug that. So it's called Eat Crit. And my friend Brandy Rose is running it. And the title of it is literally Freddie from Freddie from Scooby-Doo as a U-Haul lesbian. So figure out what that one is. And then I should be doing a few shows of my own in the future on Utopia's channel. And then also I'm going to try to play Animal Crossing. I picked it up a year ago, dropped it after 2 weeks. And so we're going to see what that's going to be like. So hopefully that happens within the next couple of weeks. But yeah, other than that, this was so dope. Am I highly considering about getting Gothic as a tattoo? Yes. I'm going to be having a very in-depth internal monologue for these next few days.
Oh my God, I might need to do that. Maybe that's a charity incentive. Oh no. That's a terrible charity incentive. But also,
if you do it, I'm doing it.
I'll do it too.
Like, I have a large number of tattoos. I'm very down.
Oh no. Oh no.
LD, I know a place we could go together.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, a very high incentive, but I mean,
Y'all can do it. I
Yeah.
believe in you, chat.
Because I am. I'll talk about it later. But anyway, that brings us to Rack.
Remember to unmute. Hey, everyone. Ladies, gentlemen, viewers of all pronouns. It's me. I'm Rakalai, Rakolai. Don't really have a preference on how you pronounce it. You can find me right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rakalai. I've been on a bit of a mini hiatus. Haven't really been streaming a whole lot. When I do stream, normally I stream Gundam building. I just recently finished a custom build that you can view on my Twitter account. That's at Rakalai. That's spelled RAKO capital IAI, because the person with the actual spelling got their account suspended, so can't get that one. So while I am not on Twitch right now, you can support me in other ways. First and foremost, I normally take drawing commissions. I do TTRPG character portraits. I also do Twitch emotes. So if you're in need of one, hit me up when my slots open up, and we'll talk prices. I also am an affiliate for HobbyLink Japan, so you can check out my Twitter account. I have an affiliate link in my profile if you want to pick up some anime merch, head on over there and browse around, maybe order something. I get a commission for every sale I make. And finally, for upcoming projects, I am going to be a player in the Squid Game game on Caitlin's channel. So there's that.
That's me. I'm Liz, known around the internet as the Peach Witch. I've been spending a lot of time here on Twitch on my own channel lately. So if you are interested in doing some good for kids who need help, I am streaming all month long for Extra Life. And all of the proceeds are going directly to the Seattle Children's Hospital. So we spent all last month doing spooky games, and this month we're stepping away from all of that and doing some really cozy games. So tomorrow morning, I will be streaming bright and early at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. We're going to finish unpacking, and then we're going to go and play Among Trees, which is a fun exploration game. So if you're not busy tomorrow morning and you need somewhere to hang out, come and have your morning coffee with me. And you can always follow me on Twitter. That's the best place to find me.
Hi, I'm Seth. You can find, firstly, I use she and they pronouns. You can find me over on Twitter at KillXJill. You can also find me on Instagram. It's the same thing, but it has an extra X at the end because I wanted the crunch. So it's KillXJill with an extra X. I kind of sort of am trying to stream. It's not going great, to be completely honest with you. So I'm really just focusing on a 2-week-long charity marathon stream and getting that scheduled and trying to figure out what I want to do for it, because it will be for Thankmas. The goal this year is to raise a total of $10 million to provide new homes for families that live on less than $10 a day. The whole thing is that it's going to be benefiting a specific incentive that uses new solutions, since a lot of people are left out by traditional building means. So things like 3D printing to build homes better, faster, and stronger, that are more cost effective. So I am working on that. When I'm not doing that, I'm getting stabbed by my cat, who you've seen a lot of. And I am in a couple of other things, like the Squid Game game that I'm very excited about. I am also in a thing that I can't talk about yet, oops. And I will be in a really fucking chaotic game with some other people here that is an Oops All Tiamat one shot that I am very much looking forward to. Otherwise, if you want to keep up with all the shenanigans and the chaos, just follow me on Twitter. I'll post about it there. This was the best fucking possible thing that could have happened to me like this year. Thank you so much for even thinking of me. Thank you for hosting this and for juggling all these windows and for all of just dealing with all of the shit to have us, LD. Really, it's just it means the world to me to have been involved in this, and I cannot wait to do it again tomorrow.
Hold on, I'm muted on the actual. it's me. That's me. I'm the last one on here. This is my channel. Thank you all. First of all, I can't believe I get to do this ridiculousness with so many friggin' cool and amazing people. Like, it just, I've posted about this on Twitter. Like, I get, like, it's so silly, and like, it's so weird, but I get a little emotional because it means so much to me that everybody comes out and supports and everything. But hi everybody, I am Lady Dame. This is my channel. I am a late night variety streamer here on Twitch. My schedule for this, weirdly, I don't have a theme for this month of November. The last couple months have been a little tricky, and just the last couple weeks have been a little rough. So we're just vibing for the month of November. I stream, let's see, what have I got going on? So I am in the Shifting Echoes game, which is every other Sunday on Gona Hawkins' channel. I will not be there this Sunday, however, because apparently the party doesn't need me right now, which is fine. They're just vibing in a hotel room without, their beloved baby Kanku. She's not a baby, but she is. So I'll be lurking in chat through that. But tomorrow I'm going to be over on Eva Sarit's channel at some really early time, I believe. No, it's not that early. It's
Pacific.
Noon. Thank you. It's at noon Pacific. I will be over on Eva Sarit's channel in Neon Knights, which is a cyberpunk game that was written by Ethan Reynolds, if I remember correctly.
You're close.
I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. It's going to be very cool. That's going to be, I know that, oh yeah, Derek's in that. It's going to be great.
There's a reason. It's Ethan Reynolds. You were absolutely correct.
I know.
Yeah, you got it.
And I'm excited because our characters are going to be, the characters are already ridiculous. I may have been slightly inspired by the fact that my repo party didn't work very well. So, stay tuned for that. And then we're going to be back with more My Immortal tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Pacific with most of these lovely people and a few new additions. And then on, like I said, Sunday, Shifting Echoes. I will not be there, but I'll be hanging out in chat. I do stream Smutty Saturday every Saturday. That will still continue in November because I had to take the month of October off. So stay tuned for announcements for that. I should probably start planning that as well. Where I get together with friends and we read terrible, horrible, no good, very bad smut and fan fiction and Chuck Tingle and awesome, fun, silly things like that. I also every Monday night at midnight Pacific stream Midnight Mass Effect. Because I love a terrible joke where you get to see me geek out about Mass Effect and get really deep into my headcanons about my Shepard. It gets really deep into lore and character study and all of that. So that's Monday. I might actually stream it on Sunday this week because it's N7 day on Sunday,
Yes, it is.
Sure is.
Sure is.
So stay tuned. Follow me if you are curious about anything that I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm going to be posting most of what I'm going to be up to. So stay tuned for that. You can also support if you like what you've seen on this channel. Go ahead and support. You can, the bits and the subs are nice. I also have a Ko-fi and a Fan House app if you'd rather not support through Twitch. There is some extra content coming for that I'm working on. It's just taking me a little bit longer than I had planned. What else? Oh, I will be on Free Forge coming up for their charity games, not this upcoming week, but I think the next week after that, especially in a particular game run by a particular person. I don't know if that one's one of the streamed ones or not, but it's going to be a good time anyway.
It's on the Discord.
It is on. Okay, perfect. It's on their Discord. So if you're part of the Free Forge Discord, you get to hang out with that. But I am anyway, it's going to be a good time. And at some point this month, I'm working out the details, but I will be streaming for Extra Life since it's just not on the actual game day. And I really want to try and hit a big goal, maybe 2000, and get the Gothic tattoo. Maybe that's when the Gothic tattoo happens. I've never raised that much on this channel, so I'd love to see if we can make it. So
2000?
Yeah. I've never done that in one charity go at once. So you know.
LD just wants a tattoo. LD just wants a tattoo.
I mean, look, it doesn't take much.
2,000 seems like a reasonable tattoo motivational situation.
I haven't hit it on the channel before, so it's a high enough goal, but also
low enough so that you can get the tattoo.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Who doesn't
Twist
want a
me.
Gothic tattoo?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
really. And if you don't want it, then you can
You're a
fuck
prat.
off.
Look, my other tattoo artist.
You're
You're gonna have to replace me for tomorrow. Apparently, I'm a prep, so I gotta go.
Oh no!
So
They've
Gothic
infiltrated
tattoo,
us.
like surrounded in flames.
No, see, Liz was the first. Full disclosure, Liz was the first person I cast for this. As soon as her application came in
You're
and said
welcome.
author's notes, I was like, done, absolutely
Sold.
done. There was no other option. So anyway, I think that's all that I'm doing. I'm sorry, I was a little scared there, but that's fine. So, and considering that I had planned to go to midnight and that it's only 11:15, I feel, I mean, here on the West Coast anyway, you know, I feel pretty good about it. I feel really wonderful. I'm like so hype and so excited. So stick around. We'll see you all, I hope, tomorrow for more of this fucking nonsense. And in the meantime, is there anybody, do we know anybody who's streaming right now who's hanging out? It's still early enough that we can send some love over to.
DB is on.
Sorry, did you say, was it CB's
Someone
on?
doesn't like CB.
Yeah, CB is streaming.
Oh, fantastic.
is-
Well, I
is
never get to
streaming.
raid some Critical Bards, so let's, and I mean, it's CB, so let's send our chat over that way, because we love them. Yes, thank you for that. If you need, I do have both a raid message and a global raid message. Should you not have this, not be a sub, I still like you to have, you know, options. Because it is friggin' story time, friends. Let's go. All right. Have a great night, and we will see you all. Nope. Sorry. And we will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi.
Golly.
Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold grey dawn. Pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind, and now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined, cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck it's true, shipwrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they called